Here are three things that are affecting your home search in Minnesota in 2025. First thing being that we're going to see more homes on the market. So what we have is called the lock-in effect. And when interest rates are at 3%, tons of people got mortgages and refinanced at that lower interest rate. So about 40% of mortgages are at 3% rate or lower, creating what we call the lock-in effect, where people feel like, why would I move if I have such a low rate? Now that's something I'll touch on in a later video, but that is kind of what's creating this lock-in effect and keeping a lot of inventory from hitting the market. But now, as interest rates hit a more stable point, people feel a little bit more willing to move. People are a little used to the rate shock now. So we will see more movement. The prediction is that we see about 12 to 15% increase in home sales next year, meaning we could see another couple 100,000 across the US. And in Minnesota, that's something where we could be seeing an additional almost 200 homes hit the market every single week, which gives you a lot more opportunity as a buyer. The next thing that we're looking at here is that with more homes on the market, we're seeing a little decrease in the list price and the average sale price. So on average, we're seeing about 98% of the list price being the offer that gets accepted. Meaning if you're looking at a $400,000 house, you're talking about selling for $392,000. So that is savings that gets passed on to the buyer. So I mean, $8,000, that could cover a good chunk of closing costs. That could be used, you could just use that as lower mortgage, save you a little bit of money per month there, or you could just kind of use that however, a few different options there. And then the third thing that we're looking at here is going to be less competition. So with there being more homes on the market and with there being less pending sales, as we look in the market, there's been less pending sales the last few months. So with more homes and less sales, that's just going to increase the inventory. And an additional increase in inventory, one, gives buyers more options. Two, decreases the list price. And I mean, that's kind of where we're at right here, right? So having less competition on the market makes it a lot easier for buyers. You're not having to compete and go up in purchase price. And that's why we see that average sale price being 98% of the list price. So these are just a few things that are affecting your home search in 2025 in Minnesota. Let me know what questions you have, and I'd be happy to answer them.